Hey guys, welcome back to the Bucket Think Tank. So we're going to talk about the rise of Kylo Ren, issue 2 here, and so it pretty much leaves off right where we left off for the most part. We see Ben and Snoke on this weird sort of space planetarium, and Snoke reveals this is sort of like one would almost think it's like a Jedi outpost. Snoke goes with the idea like this place was designed to hold back the dark side, and it didn't go so well because, you can't hide your true nature or whatever. And Ben talks about, yeah, I get that. I get that. Particularly the fact he doesn't like his name. And Snow goes, well, you were named after legends. And Ben goes, first of all, like, ha ha ha, legends. I like that. But he's like, no, I was named after some great hero I've never met, Ben Kenobi, and Solo, my dad's last name. It's not even his real last name. It's a lie. Everything is a lie. And he's so angry about this. We don't quite know why. And I'm hoping we'll find out later on, next issue maybe, or later on. But then this whole little conversation is interrupted by, well, a little droid coming in telling Snoke that, hey, General Hux is calling. And he's like, dude, not now, not now, not now. And Ben's like, General Hux? Who's that? Like, look, Snoke. look, Ben. I may spend all of my time on this weird husk of a planet or like space station, and I may only talk to you, but I have friends outside of you. And Snoke goes, well, that's not what's important right now anyway. What is the truth? What is your real name? The Knights of Ren will be interested in you. Like, you should probably go find them. Find them. You ever meet them before? And Ben reveals, yeah, he did meet the Knights of Ren before, years earlier, when Ben was still with Master Luke and Laura Santeca going around looking for Jedi artifacts and old temples. And oddly enough, Snoke was still talking to Ben at the time. He mentioned there was a time that they did meet him. And this conversation that Ben telepathically has with Snoke is interesting because it means that Luke can't sense Snoke talking to Ben, and he can't sense Ben either, so which means Snoke is more than likely putting the effort to mask their thoughts. Ben says, like, yeah, Luke Skywalker's a great teacher, he's a great mentor, he's possibly a great uncle, but he doesn't let him do anything. And that's sort of weird. We know that presumably that the three Jedi we see last issue were more likely earlier students, so it's hard to tell. It could be the darkness in him, or it could just be that, Ben is way too eager and he's not as ready as he thinks he is. And Luke knows it, or whatever. Luke does say that he is glad that Ben is with him, so there's that. They come to a really cool looking Jedi temple on Elfrona. So they arrive at the temple. There's a whole lot of stuff here. Luke mentions that this is even bigger than the stuff Jocasta knew was hiding, which is interesting that he knows about Jocasta. Trying to get me to read the old Star Wars comics again. Oh, Disney, look at you. Or Disney Marvel, or whoever's directly behind this. Charles Soule. Charles Soule's behind this. Anyway, all of a sudden, Luke and Ben feel cold. And why are they cold? Because the Knights of Ren are here. And the weird gentleman in the middle with the helmet, his name is Ren. And these are his knights. They are the Knights of Ren. So that's hilarious to me. And Ren is like, look, everything in this temple, it belongs to us. So you can either leave, or this will get messy. So it's up to you. And Luke goes, no, you're wrong. You're so wrong. And Ren turns on his lightsaber. The knights get ready. And he's like, look, Luke's sort of like, kid, you don't want this. You don't want this, kid. You don't want this. And Luke tells Ben, like, look, protect Laura. All right, just get back, stay out of sight. Ben's like, but, hey, I can help. Like, no. Luke's like, no, I won't need help. I got this. And and the fight engages, and it's hilarious. Like, yes, there are many of them, and I'm just one, but I am not alone. The Force is my ally, and it is powerful. I'm like, oh man, Luke just gives the Knights of Ren the business. Even does that weird, stupid, sort of lean back thing, sort of bend backwards thing that was in the Last Jedi, which I felt was only appropriate because he wasn't real. But this is what expanded material does. And a really great line from Luke during this fight is that he talks about how the Knights of Ren are clumsy and untrained. They use the dark side like a hammer, but the light side is a blade. And so am I. And it was like, oh man, this ain't good. So Ren comes in like, look, all right, so I think I've lost control of this. But I got an edge here. Like, see, I just turned on the switch on my lightsaber, which is going to detonate a bomb the second my finger leaves this lightsaber. So what you going to do now, Jedi man? And Luke's like, look, seems like that's up to you, but I wouldn't assume it'll go the way you want it to. I mean, because Luke could just cut your hand off, man. You said your finger has to leave the trigger. You just cut your hand off. And Ren's like, you know what? I can see that. And you know what? How about I just take my guys and leave? But he says one more thing to Ben specifically, or more appropriately, Luke and Ben. It's like, you said you could sense a shadow in all of us. And that's right, we've all got it, but Ben's got it too. You can feel it, right? He tells Luke, you better be careful around him. And Luke says, like, it's time for you to, like, Luke ends this quick. So, like, you gotta get out of here. And the Ren takes off his helmet and says, like, you know what? You sure this is the right life for you, kid? You come down with us. Whenever you're ready, just come down, join us. If you want to go with a different path, that's just as valid. And that's how that ends. And with the comic, ultimately ends with Ben being back at that temple, and he sees the helmet of Ren. He puts it on, and there's a recording, or presumably a recording, or maybe even a radio. And Ben mentions Snoke. Snoke said, I should probably find you guys. And Ren goes, oh, Snoke, huh? Oh, yeah, okay, all right. And come down to Vanarak in the mid-rim, and we'll be there for a bit, and we'll talk. We'll make some tea and whatnot. And when Ben takes the helmet off, he is greeted by the 3 pursuers. The 3, presumably, last Jedi of Luke's Jedi Order. And that's how the comic ends. So, this comic is going to be important. I think we all know why it's important, but I'm going to say it again. Because how Ben becomes Kylo Ren is a mystery. A bigger mystery is still Snoke and Ben Solo's relationship. But now we're tying Snoke specifically to the Knights of Ren, where I think a lot of us, especially going by The Last Jedi, was that Ben created the Knights of Ren himself. Until you go with like other expanded material, like the Visual Encyclopedia, I believe mentions the Knights of Ren as sort of like an old order, but whatever. This is fun. We're implying, again, like in Last Jedi, there is a darkness in Ben, and I don't think Luke knows how to approach this. But still, the question is, what leads to this? What huge event happens that leads to Luke saying, I might have to kill my nephew? We don't quite know, and the thing is, from this perspective, we never will know. This is all from Ben's perspective. So, who knows? Anyway, with that in mind, we'll bring this video to close here. If you're new to the Bucket Think Tank, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out some other videos, and I will catch you all later. This is the Bucket Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching, and as always, may your fandom serve you well.